What is going on with my husband? What is going on with him? Or my ex-husband? He's not my husband no more. He's my ex-husband. What's going on with him? He guilty. He's guilty. Okay, y'all, I don't really know why my story at the top says story ended because I advanced the story. There's still a bunch of episodes left. There's still like 3 episodes left from what I saw from the contents of this. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but let's go to Eric. Okay. Eric said, "Hey Kate, thanks for today. Couldn't have figured it out without you." He talked about the case, because we Detective Benson. I said, "No problem." He said, "I'm just getting the new Leah details together. I'll have them with you soon. I realize there's a lot of stuff that's come up in the last couple of days. How are you doing with it?" I said, "You mean finding out my missing daughter might have been having a relationship with a married man old enough to be her dad? Or that she had a secret bank account set up by her dad?" Eric said, "Yeah, sorry, stupid question. I'm just worried about you." I said, "No, it's okay. I know you're helping. It's just hard, Eric. There's so much turning up about Leah. I'm starting to ask if I knew my daughter at all. And Sean, what was he thinking? Why didn't he tell me?" He said, "I can't speak for Sean, but I think all kids keep stuff from their parents. You wouldn't be the first mom to find out their kid had kept something secret." I said, "Yeah, I guess." He said, "Even if she did have secrets, it doesn't mean you didn't know her." I said, "Yeah, I should have just been there more. Maybe this never would have happened." Eric said, "Don't do that to yourself, Kate. Listen, we'll find her, okay? You're on it, and we're finding things out for the first time in a while. That's positive." I said, "Yeah, you're right. I know you are. I'm just on my way to drop the last of Sean's stuff off at his brother's house, so finding it hard to be positive right now." He said, "I get that. I'm here if you ever want to chat." I said, "Thanks. It'll be good to get the last of his stuff out of the house. His brother Ron has been pretty helpful since Sean decided to vanish abroad. I just want to get focused back on Leah." He said, "I'll get everything together and over to you ASAP." I said, "Thanks, Eric." He said, "Don't mention it." He said, "Hey, just wrapping up the new info. I'll email it over to you for 9 p.m. I said, "Thank you." Okay, here's the update for Leah. Hold on, y'all. The updates for Leah's case files got everything in here from Vanessa and her husband, including all the information we had on file for Simon. Okay. So Vanessa's the head teacher, y'all remember that, and Simon is her husband that she is separated from. Hello? Why it ain't opening? Y'all, it ain't opening. Hold on. Y'all better not have took my coins and not let me open the PDF. Okay, y'all, I don't know why Unrd trying to trip right now. My app is just tripping. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay. We opened the PDF. I guess it was just, I don't know, it just wanted to open on its own time, I guess. All right, I'm gonna disappear again so we can read it. The following are new developments across the last 24 hours to supplement the original case file. Vanessa Garcia, Leah's head teacher, was invited to clarify an inconsistency between hers and Mrs. Henderson's accounts of finding the homework diary containing Leah's notes. Mrs. Garcia told Detective Finch that she hadn't seen the homework diary, something that Mrs. Henderson's statement contradicted. Vanessa Garcia was invited to give a statement to clarify confusion caused over whether or not she had seen the homework planner in question before it was handed to the police. Mrs. Garcia cooperated fully and gave the below account over the telephone, which she has now confirmed in writing. Quote, "When I told Kate that I hadn't seen the homework diary, I just meant that I hadn't seen the contents of the diary in any detail. And subsequently, I knew nothing that could help her. Knowing what Kate is understandably like, I knew if I told her I had seen the diary, it would lead to a more in-depth conversation than my schedule allowed for." Not her saying she was busy to talk to me. She was too busy to answer any questions about my missing daughter. I obviously told Mrs. Henderson to take this straight to the police station alongside Kayla to log the evidence as formally and promptly as possible. Mrs. Garcia's husband, Simon Appleton, was brought in for questioning. Detective Finch suggested that Mr. Appleton could be the SA referred to in Leah's notes due to his initials. The transcript of his interview is overleaf. Detective Finch identified that Leah had opened a separate bank account at LIB Bank shortly before she went missing. The branch manager sent through details of her account, including the enclosed bank statement, which is now being analyzed by the investigating team. Oh shoot, we got some tea, y'all. The account was set up in the presence of Leah's father, Sean Finch. Detective Finch was not made aware of the account. Mr. Finch has been approached for comment. I thought Sean was somewhere doing an Eat, Pray, Love trip, and he over here. You know what? Whatever. We just go. Let's go read the case. I'm mad at my husband, y'all. Okay. This is an interview between Danielle, who's my supervisor. She's a cop, and Simon Appleton, who is the husband of Vanessa, the head teacher at the school where Leah went to school. All right, Danielle says, Simon Appleton, we brought you in to be questioned in relation to the disappearance of Leah Finch. You are here voluntarily and can leave at any time. You have declined to bring a legal representative for the interview. Do you agree to answer every question truthfully and to the best of your knowledge? Simon said, of course, if I can help in any way at all. Danielle said, your answers will be recorded and anything you say may be submitted as evidence in a court of law. Do you understand? He said, yes. Danielle said, did you ever meet Leah Finch prior to her disappearance? Simon said, yes, I met her at one of the school's events a few months ago before she went missing, some fundraiser Vanessa organized. I was there to support Vanessa and was mingling with the parents, pressing the flesh, all that stuff. Leah was there with her dad, Sean. Danielle said, did you know Sean then? He said, not very well. He was an acquaintance, really. We went to the same gym, so we'd have a chat and laugh whenever we were there at the same time. She said, what sort of things did you chat about? He said, anything, really. Banter about this or that, weather, football, work, whatever you chat about with people you don't know well. Danielle said, what was your relationship with Leah like? He said, we didn't have one. Like I said, I only met her that one time at the school event. She said, you never met up with her alone then? Simon said, of course not. Why would I? She was a child. Danielle said, did you have a romantic interest in Leah? Simon said, what? No, girl, of course not. What an awful thing to ask. Why would you ask that? She said, we're just following up on every line of inquiry, Mr. Appleton. We're trying to get as full of a picture as possible on everyone that Leah may have come into contact with in the run-up to her disappearance. Simon said, well, like I said, I only met her that one time, and that was only for about 10 minutes or so. She said, what did you talk about? He said, I don't know. I had a bit of a chat with Sean about football, I think, and then I spoke to Leah about school stuff. What she wanted to do after, all that general stuff you talk to people's children about. Danielle said, and what did she want to do after school? Simon said, she said she wanted to get a job, didn't seem fussed about academia. I passed on some brief advice and then moved on to talk to someone else. What's the advice? Right, Danielle said, what advice? He paused and said, I told her what I normally tell young people, how I started in business by taking my way into a job at the bottom rung of the ladder and gradually working my way up by throwing myself into anything and everything I could to add value. Find a way to go the extra mile and make yourself indispensable to the business. Do so much of your boss's work for them so that they're reluctant to let them go. Danielle said, and what did Leah say about that? He said, she seemed quite interested, really. She seemed curious and asked a few more questions about my first job in the industry, how I then set up my own business, that sort of stuff. Danielle said, it sounded like a longer chat than 10 minutes. He said, I don't know, I wasn't timing it. Maybe it was more like 15 minutes. I don't keep track of time when I'm waffling about myself. Laughs. Asked Vanessa. And Danielle said, did Leah follow up with you after that meeting? Perhaps an email or phone call asking for more advice? He said, nope. Danielle said, you mentioned Vanessa. Are you happily married? He said, yes. Why do you ask? Danielle said, have you always been faithful? He said, yes, of course. Danielle said, it's just that we did some research before you came in today, sir. And we heard about an affair you had several years ago. Right, why are you lying to the police? He sighed and said, that's ancient history. It was years ago, and Vanessa and I worked through it together. I've learned my lesson and certainly hasn't happened again since. Danielle said, can you describe what the woman you had the affair with looked like? Simon said, that isn't relevant. How you know? Danielle said, we think it might be Mr. Appleton. She was blonde and younger than you. Much younger, in fact. She'd have been in her early 20s at the time, wouldn't she? Simon said, I don't know. I assumed she was older than that when I met her. Danielle said, do you have a type, Mr. Appleton? Young, blonde? Simon said, right, I see where this is going, and you should stop immediately. You're wasting your time if you think I have anything to do with this. Leah was a child, and I have no interest in anyone that age. Danielle said, was a child? Past tense. Simon said, it's an expression. I think everyone would assume Leah probably isn't alive now after all this time. Oh, what, boy? What you mean? Obviously, I hope I'm wrong. Danielle said, where were you on the day that Leah disappeared? He said, I was away out of town. Where? With who? And Simon said, by myself, a few hours north of Whitford. I stayed at a friend's house in the country who was away on holiday. She said, by yourself? He said, yes, I had a lot of work I needed to get done, so I took the opportunity to get away from the distractions at home and had a few days to myself to get on with everything I had to do. Y'all, wasn't Leah north of Whitford? Like, wasn't her last... Somebody was north of Whitford. Was that Corey? I'm gonna go back and look. But somebody else was north of Whitford. So Simon, something ain't right about you, Simon. Danielle said, and they can corroborate this. Simon said, they can confirm we arranged this, yes. Danielle said, but they can confirm you were actually in their house the day Leah disappeared. Simon said, well, no, they were on holiday. They left the key hidden in their garden for me. Danielle said, right. Okay, Mr. Appleton. So no one confirmed your alibi on the day then. Simon said, nope, I suppose not. Danielle said, we'll need to look into this address. And Simon said, fine. Danielle said, that's all for now. We'll be in touch with further questions. Simon, you a liar. You are a liar. Okay, y'all, here is Leah's bank statement. Somebody has deposited $2,945 in there. Y'all, who is depositing money? Oh, account deposit. Okay, so, wait. So on the day of opening the account, right? Sean deposited $300. Then Leah is depositing $200, $150, $195, $100. I don't know why. Okay, I guess that's what we. I guess that's the question we asking. How Leah got so much money to just be depositing, and she deposited them like every 5 days, every 6 days. And then on the 28th, unknown deposited $2,000 or 2,000 pounds. I'm sorry. we in the UK. So my girl got almost 3,000 pounds in the bank. No withdrawals though, but sis got $3,000, 3,000 pounds. Y'all, here's an email from Ron. Who is Ron Finch? Okay, hold on, y'all. It said the truth. Wait a minute. Okay. I emailed Ron and I said, Ron, I'm sorry about giving you a hard time just then, but I'm sure you understand why I had to. I need to get to the bottom of this. Finding Leah will always be my first priority, whether I put you in a different position or not over your brother. Oh, Ron is my brother-in-law. Okay. But as you confirmed earlier, Sean wasn't staying at your house on my birthday night like he told me he was. This was just a short time before Leah's disappearance. He told me you and Elaine were having marriage problems, so he needed to look after you. But it turns out that was a lie too. He left after the dinner around 9:45 and didn't come back until the following morning. I'm still pretty shocked about finding this out, and I'm trying to work out why he lied to us both and where he was that night. But this is just a few weeks before Leah went missing, so I need to work out where he was and what he was doing. I know you have no idea what he was doing that night, but if you know anything at all, you need to tell me, Ron. This could be really important in helping us find Leah. Also, my colleagues will need to arrange to get a statement from you. I don't even know how we got here, but but okay. Where is my husband at? Okay, I got a whole lot of questions. Okay, Ron said, hi, Kate. I have no idea why he'd lie to you about this. It pisses me off, really, and the fact that he brought me into this for whatever reason. I haven't spoken to him since he left for his travels, but I'll tell him to speak to you ASAP if he gets in touch. But seriously, you can't think he has anything to do with Leah's disappearance, can you? He loved that girl and would have done anything for her. I'm sure there's some simple explanation about why he lied to you. Take care, Kate. Ain't no simple explanation when my daughter missing and he not answering no calls. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Okay, I sent a note to Eric. Eric's my partner. I said, hey, Eric, Sean's brother Ron just revealed that Sean lied to me about where he was on my birthday night. Turns out he didn't stay with him overnight like he told me he did. I don't know why he lied to me about this or where he was. I looked through our joint bank account statements and noticed a large withdrawal he made the night of my birthday. I'm attaching the statement here. Can you take a look at the ATM number and work out which one he used, please? Also, anything else that could shed light on what's going on here? I'm really just hoping this is all some misunderstanding, but I really need to get to the bottom of this. I have a really bad feeling about this. You ain't attached nothing, girl, because I don't see nothing on this email. Y'all, where is Sean at? Sean is shady. Why my husband, okay, let's run down real quick what is going on here. So, Sean, my husband, we were together. We had a nice, happy family, or so I thought, with my 2 kids, Leah and Ollie. Leah disappears. And then Sean, I started drinking because of it. You know, I'm stressed out. You know, understandably so. I'm stressed out. My daughter missing. Sean leaves me. What in my time of need, our daughter missing. Sean leaves me, divorces me, wants to take custody of Ollie. Remember, we caught that tea when he was arguing with me at one point in this story. He wanted to take custody of my son. Don't have no daughter to take custody of no more because she missing. But he wanted to take custody of the son. Ollie wanted to stay with me. But Sean went to go on some trip to Asia or something, or a yoga retreat or something. And he was like, I just need to clear my head. I just need to get away from all this. And so he's just gone. Like he's disappeared. So I'm finding out all this tea about Leah, about how she got secret bank accounts and whatnot. And I'm trying to ask him questions. I'm texting him, trying to ask him questions like, did you know our daughter had a secret bank account? And he not responding. He not responding at all. Come to find out, he not responding because he the one set it up. He knows she got a bank account because he the one that signed the paperwork. Sean is shady. Sean is shady. And now he not answering the phone. He just disappeared. And then he disappeared on the night of my birthday, right before Leah went missing, and didn't say nothing. Lied and said he was with his brother. Brother talk about, you wasn't over here. I don't know what to talk about. You wasn't over here. What is going on with my husband? What is going on with him? Or my ex-husband? He's not my husband no more. He's my ex-husband. What's going on with him? He guilty. He's guilty. Okay, let's open this message, y'all. Here's Victoria. Victoria said, hi, Kate. My name is Victoria Travis. I've been out of the country for a while and just got back and saw the news. I know your daughter, Leah, and there's something I need to tell you. I would have come forward earlier, but I didn't know she was missing. I said, what do you know? She said Leah was working for me. I said, working? Doing what? And she said she was doing an internship with my company, Falcon Consulting. I said, girl, she was only 16. What are you talking about? Victoria said, I'm so sorry. I thought you knew. She gave us a signed consent form. It's where I got your number from. I said, and you didn't think the check, it was legit? Victoria said she didn't seem like the kind of person to lie. I trusted her. Why would you trust a sick... All right. Okay. She was doing admin for me. She was working doing admin for me a couple hours a week. Nothing serious. I said, why is it taking you so long to get in touch? She said, I've been in Europe traveling for work for a few months. We're a small team, just myself, a freelancer, and a junior member of staff. No one told me Leah had gone missing. She'd been with us for a couple of months, but had finished her internship. I had hoped I'd speak to her about another role, but was waiting until I got home again. I got back today and just found out the news. I said, were you paying her? She said, no. Well, occasionally some cash on hand. She was working so hard and I wanted to know she was appreciated. We're talking like just over £5 an hour, nothing major. I said, okay. Victoria said, please, I want to answer any questions you might have and share everything I know. I don't know if any of it will help find her, but I want to help. I said, can you meet me first thing tomorrow morning? And she said, yes, absolutely. I'll be working from home tomorrow, 120A Princeton Road in Whitford. I said, 6:45 a.m.? I know it's early. Victoria said, that's fine. We can grab coffee near here, actually. I said, of course. She said, great. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's meet at Roaster's Coffee Bar at 6:45. Why is my daughter... Who is this woman? Who is this woman? And this... Why is Leah... working for this? Who is this woman? Who is this woman on my phone? Why is everybody lying? Why is everybody lying or holding secrets? Just this game is stressing me out. Like, this game is stressing me out more than than Heavy Rain and whatever else game I played that one time, Until Dawn. Listen, it's it's crazy. It's crazy. I wrote a note, y'all. I said, who is Victoria? Claims to be a businesswoman, but is she telling the truth? She employed Leah without proving parental consent. Can I trust her? It's been a long time to only now come forward with information. Does she have an agenda? Has she been waiting for the right moment, or is what she said genuine? And is Victoria V? This is too much of a coincidence. Meet her, be careful, don't give anything away. Oh yeah, because she is a V, ain't she? She might be another V. There's a V that we looking for, y'all, but we don't know what V it is. We don't know who the V is. What is going on in this woman's life? What is going on in my daughter's life? Why is my daughter like this? Why is everybody around her trash? All right, y'all, I messaged Leah because, I just been texting her, hoping she'll see these messages. I said, I don't know where you are or what's happened, but if you get these, please text back. I found out from Victoria that you were working for her. I've been searching for you for so long, desperately looking for clues about where you are and finding nothing. And now I discovered this huge part of your life I knew nothing about, but it's a chunk, I think that's a typo, but it's a chunk of light, and it gives me something to cling to. Some new hope that you're okay. I know you're okay. Deep down, I know you are. I will find you, darling, whatever it takes. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. We hopping back. I'm gonna post more Unrd videos like more regularly. Whoa, Lord. I forgot how deep into this I be getting. You know what I'm saying? I forgot, Leah and these web of lies, child. This is a lot. This is a whole lot. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you Oh, Lord. My throat got caught for a second. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.